Comicraider. That's robs.fatstax, and welcome back to the low grades. Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is another wonderful Friday night, and we are back here on the low grade.
It's another day in somebody's neighborhood.
Oh, yes. Our pre-Christmas special show where we have nothing Christmas planned. But, it's a Christmas special show regardless. So, let's go ahead and, of course, address the elephant in the room. Yes, we are running a two-man show today. Robert kind of broke down to you all last week what's been going on with him. Unfortunately, he had a little bit of a flare-up, so he is back at the hospital getting some shit drained out of his system.
Those old folks home freaking gonorrhea and stuff, man. Really good.
Yeah. That syphilis flare up, man. It got him again. But he is doing okay, just bored, is what he told me. So obviously we hope to have him back next week as we kick off our that'll be our end of the year show, I believe. So hopefully he'll be back here next week to join us for our end of the year extravaganza where we will have nothing special again planned, but we'll be here. But in the meantime, we're here. We're gonna have some fun. Maybe we'll talk some Christmas stuff. Who knows? Just prep for the wonderful holiday. This is my favorite holiday and my favorite time of the year. Halloween is a pretty close second there. But yeah, so love it. Very excited around this time of the year and doing all that fun stuff. But we'll get into all that shopping and plans and all that wonderfulness. But for now, let's get into some intros. Let's talk about our weeks. You guys know the usual. So, Rob, how has it been, my man? How is your week
been? It's been nuts. Absolute freaking nuts. 2 months we've been preparing for this, telling everybody at work, saying, hey, holidays are coming. You're not going to be able to get contracts signed because people are going to go on vacations. Let's not wait till the last minute. I know what I'm doing. I don't need to listen to you, Rob. So now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, shit. These guys are going on vacation. I can't, how many requests I got today where, the person who has to sign this is waiting on the paperwork so they can go out so they can leave for their vacation.
Oh, man.
Okay, you're giving me 45 minutes notice to generate this paperwork. You don't even have all the answers. There's 5 other people in queue. I'm just like, it's been freaking nuts.
I can imagine.
But and then of course, so my team was going on vacation too. So it was like so in addition to doing that stuff, I'm covering for people, and it's a lot of, you don't know everything that's going on while you're picking up their work that's partway done. And I got a new legal person I'm trying to break in, tell them, no, you're an idiot, you can't do that. I went back to him late today after he did some paperwork, and I'm like, oh, you can't do this. Why not? I was like, because you just gave this customer for the ability to remove some of their subscription every single month instead of one time.
So those little mistakes that add up and cost.
Yeah, it's little word. It's not. It didn't explicitly say that, but because you didn't explicitly say it didn't, it could be interpreted. That's the way that legal shit works. I don't know what the hell is up with my camera. Man, that's nuts.
Really,
yeah, it's all right. It's just, legal language is really weird. It's not what you say sometimes, but it's not what you meant, but it's exactly what you say that matters. So
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, nuts. And I'm getting ready to take off, go down south for the week. So
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. For all just through Christmas or
yeah, I'm going down visit my parents. I'll go down on Monday and I'll
okay.
be there through Saturday and drive back up Saturday. So, yeah, but I'll still be I still have stuff that's going on and I'm bringing stuff with me. So I may still be here for the low grades next Friday. You know how I am.
Yeah. May. Keyword guys, May. All right. Well, cool. Anything
How
else?
about you?
Yeah, so as far as the week goes, let's see. Saturday over the weekend, I went to the movies. Um, I saw a movie. I guess I'll save that for a later section, a later category. So I went to the movies. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Um, and then let's see. Sunday was football, and I guess that's about it. So then fast forward from there, I had to put the finishing touches on fixing my wife's car this week. I had started to fix it, sheesh, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. Uh, was doing a starter repair, and normally that's supposed to go easy, but the location of this one was not as fun, and I ended up stripping well, I say I didn't strip it. It was the design of the car and the placement.
Of course,
And
naturally. Yeah.
I
Somebody
looked it up.
else's fault.
Many other people have the same issue, so I'm not just blaming myself here. But regardless, bolt stripped coming out, and so um, I've done a lot of car repairs. I've never done like a thread repair, and so I ended up, but then I also needed to order the bolt, which became very difficult to track down and find. And so once all that was said and done, finally got the bolt that I needed and had a buddy come over this week and he helped me with the thread repair portion. And then we finally got that starter back in. And luckily, that was definitely the problem with the car. So now it is back to starting, back to running. So always nice to, finally fix a car or fix a part or an issue with a car. And next time, if I ever have to do it again, I know what I need to do differently to avoid it being such a pain in the ass problem. But yeah, this one was not fun. It was uh, for those of you who have replaced starters, you're probably thinking that it's up top. This one was underneath, and there was a manifold in well, I'm staring at a manifold, and the starter is behind that. And yes, I could have taken that off, but I decided not to. So I'm basically trying to reach around it and take off this starter, and it was just not ideal. Next time, I will do the correct way and take off the manifold and all that kind of stuff. But
Is
hopefully, again, there is no next time.
yeah, right. I remember having to do a starter. I had an old pickup truck that I was having to do the starter on, and it was I had it in the driveway, and I'm working on it, and then I'm trying to read out of the Chilton book because
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I'm old,
yeah.
and that's what it was back then. We didn't have the internet to just
Yes.
pop in a YouTube video, so I'm reading the Chilton book for this stupid thing, trying to decipher the instructions, and uh, ended up taking me longer than it should. Next thing I know, I got to a point where I was like, "Oh, shoot, I haven't gotten this thing replaced yet, and I got to be at work before I know." Right. So I stopped what I was doing, had to re-put in the bad starter,
Mm.
then take the truck and push it because it wouldn't start. I had to push it off the wheel ramps I was on forward down the driveway, and then get it going and rolling down the driveway so I could pop the clutch and start it up that way.
Oh my gosh.
But of course, and it was a nightmare because I was like,
Yeah.
didn't quite have enough momentum to get going. So then it bottoms out in the gutter. And so I could get people to come help me push it up out of the gutter. Oh, God, I don't miss any of that stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Yeah, I've never had. So I do drive a stick for my daily, but I've never had to like do the whole popping the
Oh,
clutch process. When I used to work at O'Reilly's, I did have to help someone one time push it in the parking lot so that they could do it. And I just
mhm.
remember like, it's a big size parking lot. So as long as we got the momentum going, we were gonna be
Yeah.
good. But like they're heading into a very busy street, and it was like,
If you
yes,
don't
we
get
have
it
the room and
going,
it
you
should
got to
go
put your
fine, but
brakes on.
God forbid this doesn't work. This is gonna be a bad accident.
Well, you can
Luckily,
get
it didn't work.
you have your brakes that work, so you can apply your
Yeah,
brakes and
yeah.
stuff. But
But yeah, that
yeah,
was
no, it's always I had to do it way too many times. I had some beater cars when I was young, but
yeah,
thankfully I always
yeah,
had manual transmissions for so long where I could with all those beater cars, so that was an
yeah.
easy
Nice. Yeah, now that's not even a thing. I mean, they hardly even make cars that
manuals.
are
Oh yeah,
manual now.
unless you're
My
sports cars and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
tough to get.
it's kind of
Uh,
sad.
let's see.
Kind of
Hey, you
sad.
want to say hi to the? Should we say hi to the chat real
Yes,
quick?
yes, we can. So we have first in the building. We have Steve White 4533. What is going on? Appreciate you being here. Good evening. We also have Herbitan. Hopefully, I said that right. Rob, I picked up Weird Science number 16, Wally Wood Mars Attacks cover. That is a great cover.
Sick. It's a sick cover.
Very nice. Very nice. Uh, and then we also have robs.fatstax checking in. Says good evening, all. Excuse me. Good evening. And we have Christopher checking in. Any word on the absolute Batman Joker hype? Well, I guess define any word. I mean, there is certainly hype around it.
I guess that A cover was like super crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of places sold out. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that. I mean, I went to my LCS on Wednesday, and they had a stack of them, and so I had grabbed like two of them, and my LCS manager's like, oh, now you're a fucking spec guy. I'm
Oh, yeah.
like, oh, motherfucker, maybe I'm picking one up for somebody else, and I'm not a
Yeah.
buy and sell guy, but
I
Jesus.
th- I think I haven't read that issue yet. I'm supposed to pick mine up tomorrow. I got the A cover, the B cover, and the C cover. I'm guessing basically two variants and the regular. Um, no incentive or nothing like that. I guess part of to answer your question there is I think that obviously the Joker is that's he's the villain. So there's going to be that building on it. You also have the fact that, the series itself has some hype around it. And you're also going
Ridiculous
to have the
levels.
FOMO of people seeing that issue number 1 is worth what it is right now. And so they're thinking, okay, well,
Any
this is
first
could
appearance.
be next. And
Yeah.
so all of that, I mean, it is a great cover. I love that cover. So I think all of that combined
I'm not a big fan of the design, but I'm like,
of
okay,
the character
whatever.
itself. Okay.
Of the character, yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
like, whatever. I'm not, this whole universe is weird, so whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It's out
like I
there.
said,
I love it. I love it.
I
Uh,
I was couldn't believe what the first cover was going for,
yeah.
that cover A, because like I have
Hello. Well,
a couple variants and stuff, but then turned out I had 3 copies of cover A, not because I bought them. I only had bought one copy, but because at one point they were, places had so many of them,
right.
like some of the like Comic Mint and stuff, like they were giving away a copy when you bought something, you spent a certain amount of money elsewhere.
Mm,
And so I ended up with like 2 copies for free because of that. And so, I completely forgot about them. And I looked at them the other day. So, oh, well, I was sending off as one of my last submissions for CGC. I said, I guess I might as well send one of
yeah.
these in for
Yeah.
now because, or one of my last submissions, I should say, before the price hikes.
Yeah. I
Because
have
there'll be more.
one. I have one of cover A, and then I have several variants, but all just one of each. But I was very excited for that one.
The
Do
value difference there on cover A versus the
oh, I
variants is
believe it.
ridiculous.
Do you think the cover art is good or bad on the A cover, especially if he's missing an arm and a leg? I did not notice that part. Is he missing it, or is it just side profile so you don't see it? Like I said, I haven't seen it in person, but I do like the cover from what I have seen of it. I did not notice the missing arm and a leg portion. Did you grab any of the annuals before they went to second print? I should also be picking up my annual tomorrow as well. I only go to my LCS like once a month because it's like 45 minutes away.
I do have the series on pull, the A list on pull, the A cover on pull list, so I get them all. So
same. Are you trying to find it in your pile?
I was looking to see if I had it, but then I was looking at what else is in this. What is in this pile here?
Within
I've got little piles here and there, and what is this pile?
What's
this pile? I forget. There's a whole pile of books that are like signed books from Fan Expo that I haven't put away yet because I want to print out. I need to print out COAs for them. Before I forget who's and have to sit there and go, whose signature is that? And whatever else, just because I'm not sending them all off for authentications or anything. I just want to. It's like, okay, let me just.
The Robs COA. I get it.
That's right. FatStax COA, the COA that matters.
Hell yeah. So yes, what's up to everybody in the chat? Let me see. Okay, so back to week, finish the starter. Then as far as work goes, we've been very slow, to be honest. So just been freaking chilling. And then
are people at least in the store shopping, or is it dead at the store too?
Yeah. Definitely not like I wouldn't up until today and maybe yesterday. It wasn't like a ton. It's definitely not been chaotic. I think that, as we kind of already had this discussion on the Black Friday portion, various reasons why I think retail might not be crazy popping right now. But regardless, yes, it is a little bit busy. But yeah, no, as far as the Geek Squad, but that is normal for us to be, kind of nobody wants to like give up their computer at this time of the year right now. So, so we're slow on that side. Family wise, everybody's good and chilling. We got some haircuts. Obviously, I'm taking my young 1-year-old to go get his first haircut tomorrow, and then we're gonna go pick up some. We're gonna go to my LCS and pick up some stuff. And shoot, I guess that's about it. Just football, obviously, fantasy football. Congrats to you. I think you're still in, right? Right?
Yeah, for now
you're still in. I am out.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes this week. No, I know I haven't started off a strong. One of the few players I've been leaning heavy on the last several weeks has been the Seattle kicker, and he's come up quite empty for me this week with 2 points.
Yeah, he kind of messed up my parlay actually as well. So yeah, that was not great. But that was a hell of a game though, for sure. So yeah, I play in 3 leagues. I am only alive in one of them now. So fingers crossed I can just handle it in that one. Yeah, shoot, I guess other than that, that's pretty much been my week. So as far as I know. So
as far as you know.
Well, I always feel like I stopped taking notes. I used to take notes throughout the week of shit I got going on, but I stopped doing that. I've just been
spent today battening down the hatches because of the rain that's supposed to be coming.
Dude, I know. I hardly ever check the weather because I'm just like, whatever. Like, it's cold, right? That's all I know is it's cold. I did check it today for some reason, and then I just saw rain for like the next
whole week. Yeah, the next week, straight rain. And normally when they say rain, I think, okay, no big deal. It's going to go just north of us for where I'm at. No, it's like funneling right through the pipe right where I'm like, oh, goodness gracious, I'm not going to be here. So I got to put, and I've been working on slow because we don't get rain. I've been taking my time. I've been having I had that new shed built, and so I had all this stuff that was out in the yard
Mm,
And so, well, oh, quick. Okay, it's time to start getting stuff put into the shed now, real
yeah,
quick.
yeah,
So let's batten down the hatches, get it all in, and yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's gonna get interesting. That's yeah, that was another reason why I definitely needed to fix that car because the way that weather was going, man, that was not probably gonna happen. But um, so yeah, all right. So we are again heading into Christmas time. So let's talk about Christmas for a little bit. I do want to answer this. Yes, we were talking about. Well, he did correct it and said 15. I guess it's
Yeah.
15, right? It's the
Yeah.
joke one. So yes, we were talking about Absolute Batman 15A cover earlier. Yes, first appearance of Absolute Joker. Well, I mean, I guess technically we have already seen him. Well, not in form, right? So is that the thing? Because he was in issue 1, the back of his head, right? And he was talking and everything. That's weird. Maybe first cover. I don't
That'd
know.
be that would be a cameo, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
So first full appearance. Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah, because that's I just realized, yeah, we already saw him before, but
You know, they had, no, it'll take them 20, 30 years to figure it all out. That's how, I mean, even then people still debate it. Heck,
yeah.
I mean, we're still debating which one, a lot of these big characters, they're 20, 30, 40, 50
Mm,
years later.
mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
50
wild.
years and we can't decide on which Wolverine's first appearance.
180.
That's right.
180. All right, so Christmas, as I said, my favorite time of the year. I just love the I know we don't so for those of you who don't know, Rob here and I are both Northern California people. So we don't get snow and all that kind of stuff. But I do still like the cold. I
It's
love
we call it Northern California, but Northern
yeah, yeah, yeah.
California
We're in the
says it.
middle.
No, we're yeah, we're in, says no. We're not desert dwellers.
Yes. So it gets cold, but not definitely not snow and all that kind of stuff. But I do love that part. I love the
It
Christmas
doesn't
lights.
even get
I
cold.
just
Come on.
I mean relatively
It get
cold
it
for us. It's
gets
been a little chilly out
it
here.
gets cool, maybe even crisp.
It was in
But
the 50s today,
in
people.
in
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 the 50s.
respect, in respect, out of respect for all the people who live in the Midwest and along the Eastern Seaboard and in Canada and stuff that may be paying attention, I have experienced true cold, and California doesn't know what the fuck it is. So I will be the first to sit there and say, maybe
Yes.
it even gets brisk.
California cold. That's what we'll call it. California cold. Yes,
Sure.
I have traveled
I had
out
to put
east
pants on the other day. Got it.
for
Yeah.
yes, and sweater, and you got a sweater, and you're still a little cold. It's been that for us, but so I love all that. So Christmas shopping, right? A lot of people have many different ways to handle this. I am one of those crazies that just thrives and loves waiting till the last minute, and I don't mean that sarcastically. I literally wait till the end, and I don't know, just something about it, the crazy madness. I love it, man. I love it. So
Huh.
I'm doing my shopping this weekend, tomorrow, basically.
Crazy.
I just yeah, I don't know. I've got some of it done this year. I actually did do some of it early, but I do have about half left to go, and I will be out there with everybody else that's just jam packing all these stores as we just the hustle and bustle of the holidays, I guess. But um, definitely excited. We have shoot. I think by the time this week is done, we will have had 3 events, 3 gatherings that we will have gone to. One here at our house, 2 others for family. So it's going to be a very busy week ahead of fun Christmas. But Mr. Fat Stacks, are you like me and go all crazy at the end, or are you a prep ahead kind of person? I figured.
Yeah, yeah. I generally am a prep ahead. Although, as my kids have gotten older, I really don't
Chunko.
care. I mean, I'm very apathetic about some of this stuff. Um, and it's kind of like I keep going, like, oh yeah, we should. be planning this stuff, and then we don't. And
Yeah.
now it's like kind of okay, well, everybody gives money. Yes,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just kind of we got the. It's like you got this stage where it's like, oh, or you get permit. Like my wife and I, she's like, oh, well, we're going to a con in the spring there, and we're going to Disneyland, so you just get yourself a book or something. It's like,
Okay.
all right, yeah. So it's kind of that very laissez-faire.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I've probably spent more money um, on, like, there's like 4 or 5 neighbors that I know will come by to drop them off. So I had to go get something. So I got like these little, things of pre-packed, like 12 different brownies or something. It's like
Okay.
get those. So, okay, here you go. Do this silly exchange there with the neighbors. And, I had to get a gift card for the postman.
Okay.
So, make sure that he gets taken care of,
Yeah. All those
because
packages he brings your ass.
yeah, because he takes
Okay.
care of me all year long. So yeah, make sure he gets a little something. So that way I get my packages.
I like
And
that.
then yeah, that's so yeah, I don't know. It's super chill this year, and I'm going, we're not since my parents moved away, and it's like we're going down there this year, so that's kind of cool. But I'm working like part of the time while I'm down there, and so it's just it's different now. Now that the kids have grown.
Yeah.
That was I think the biggest thing. You're right in the heart of it. It's all the magic to the
Yeah.
kids and stuff that's in the and the smiles and nothing's better than a kid's smile on Christmas morning as he's
Yeah.
unpacking stuff, and that's the stuff that my kids. They get some. You get some of it, and it's still cool. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's very different, which is
Yeah.
why, like, I was telling Dr. Von Hoot, like, I sent him a package every last couple of years. I've sent something mostly for his daughter Badger,
Okay.
who does some of the unboxing videos with him, and she just gets she gets so excited and happy and it's like, oh, he's like, oh, you don't have to do this. I'm like, oh, but I get to see a kid,
A happy
the,
child.
the
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, I mean, it's like they go crazy over a little thing of something that because they can't get it there, but it's available here to us. It's like no big deal. But so here you go. Here's some you know something, some Seas candies or some Ghirardelli candies one year, and this year I sent a big thing of the Costco chocolate covered almonds,
Okay. Okay.
which if you ever had those are
I have
phenomenal, by
not.
the way.
I have
Oh,
not.
top notch, absolutely phenomenal. But I sent them over. I said, here you go. I always send her something that has ties to California. I was like,
Okay.
80% of the world's almonds come from California, so here you go.
Nice.
100% of the U.S. almond crop comes from California.
Now you should have thrown in a Costco glizzy while you were at it, because that's life changing. That.
Probably would not have stayed well as it had traveled across the pond.
Oh man, that's
But
cool. I like that though. That's really awesome. Yeah. No. You definitely, you said it right. The magic of Christmas. We are definitely in the heart of that.
yeah, I mean, I don't have a Christmas tree up yet this year because
Oh, okay.
we're not
We're
going to
also
be
not going to
here.
be there. Yeah.
Yeah, so we have we put up like the row of lights on the eaves real
Mm,
quick, just so that way the neighbors all think that, oh, you got Christmas thing going on, but that's it. All the rest of the stuff stayed up in the.
okay.
It's like, oh, I needed some wrapping paper, rather than go climb up in the rafters to go get it. We just went and ordered and got a new thing of wrapping paper. It's like
Mm.
just whatever.
Yeah.
Lazy Christmas, and that's a good Christmas too.
Okay. Okay. So that brings us to.
Food. I love the Christmas food though.
Okay. We could do food.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll get me started on food. I'll go forever.
Christmas movies. Now, this does not have to be like a, in order kind of top 5, but like, what are some of either A, your favorites, or B, like must watch during this time?
Well, obviously, Nightmare Before Christmas is the top of my list. Watch that every year, a couple times. Starting October 1st, we watch it, and we watch it at least one other time during the Christmas season. I really like the new. What's creeped up on my list was the Netflix with Kurt Russell.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
I forget what it's called, but that came out a couple years ago, and I was like, oh, that one really I really dug that one.
Yeah.
Um, so that one kind of hit the list. It was kind of cool. Um, it's hard to disagree. Like from a modern side of everything, like Elf uh,
Elf is great.
is great. Yeah. I'm not. I don't really like the old films. Like I love their space and place, but I don't have hold like I don't sit there like, oh, it's a wonderful life. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm a film student. I understand why it became a Christmas staple. It wasn't because it was a good movie. It was actually quite the opposite. It was because it was considered a crap movie and it was free or next to nothing for the TV stations to get the rights to show it. So they would show it all the time during Christmas, and because of that, it became like associated as like this Christmas staple. But it's not a great movie.
yeah. Okay, I didn't know that
Maybe,
part.
yeah, and the nostalgia of things like the old Rudolphs and those
Yeah.
are all fine and dandy. But I mean, I don't know. For me, I don't think I really sit down and watch too many. I'll watch like one or two. I do a lot more listening to music though, the
Okay.
Christmas
Mhm.
music, um, especially like during work. I have Christmas music playing while I'm working, and it helps me. I like it. It keeps me focused, keeps me in a happy mood while I'm uh, being badgered by a whole bunch of garbage of people,
Yeah.
and I listen to like my wife was saying, like it was funny. She was saying yesterday or the other day, she was walking by and she was like afraid because I was had Christmas music on. She's afraid of, I guess she participates in that whole Wham thing or whatever,
Okay.
Whamageddon. And then she remembered that she had nothing to fear from me because my station that I play is nothing but old standards.
Okay.
Because that's the I don't want to hear a bunch of modern takeoffs. I don't mind them on occasion, but somebody comes up with a good one. But when I'm listening to stuff, I'll just listen to the old standards. Give me some Bing Crosby and Dean Martin and uh, you know Frank Sinatra and all these guys singing the standards. Oh God,
I love it. I love
makes
it.
me happy.
Yeah, I definitely would probably lean more towards the classics, but I do listen to, well, I was gonna say the full range, but I guess anything in the last like, I don't know, handful of years probably. I'm like, I don't even recognize this. I really don't know this one. Um, but yeah, we've definitely been playing it at work too, trying not to oversaturate it, but this coming week it'll definitely be on blast. But I do love the music too. As for the movies, Chuck Hensey. What's up?
Bing and Sting.
As for the movies, uh, yeah, I definitely haven't. I plan on catching up now. I have been. Well, first I was busy with school and all that, so I definitely like kind of fell behind on them. So, actually, let's go ahead and let me
Did you
play.
set up
Uh,
your 12 days of Christmas movies or something?
I did it. My dad actually was like, "How come you didn't do that? You need to
Oh,
you need to start doing that from now on." So,
at least you don't have to do 30 days like Halloween. You can just
yeah,
do
yeah,
12
yeah,
days
yeah.
because
Yeah. So next year probably we'll do something like that. But let's let me do this real quick. Perfect. So we're gonna stay here for a little bit. So movies, yes, Christmas movies. Some of the ones you mentioned. Elf is my mom's favorite, so that is definitely always that is just a great one. I love A Christmas Story. That is one that we are those people who play it starting Christmas Eve on the TBS or whatever it is, 24-hour marathon thing. So Christmas Story is on nonstop. I love that one. And
Christmas Chronicles. That's what it was. I'm sorry.
that's the Kurt
That's the
Russell one. That
yeah
one
yeah.
was good. That was good.
What's the
Uh
Rock one?
oh
That
gosh.
was way better than it deserved
Red.
to be.
No, I'm thinking of the other. Is it red? The red something. And oh my gosh, I have the popcorn bucket for that actually. My dad.
All I know is that turned out to be way better than it should have been.
I did like that one. Yeah, I also love anything The Rock does. But yes, I did like that one.
Red
Um,
one.
Red One. There you go. Yes, with J.K. Simmons, and yeah, that was
Yeah.
I like that one. Um, The Grinch. I mean, the animated obviously is classic, but I love the Jim Carrey Grinch. That is,
See, I'd stick to the animated one myself,
I
but that's
love
because
the Jim
I
Carrey
get
Grinch.
Boris Karloff narration and stuff. Come on.
It's great. Rudolph, you also already mentioned. A couple others that have not been mentioned yet. I love Tim Allen's The Santa Claus. That is just a great one for me. And then Jingle All the Way, man. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sinbad. Oh, it
Scrooge.
is. That is a must for me. I have the Turbo Man doll. Unfortunately, not like OG, but the Walmart one that came out in the last like 5 years or so. But yeah, Jingle All the Way is just
Hmm.
I freaking love that movie. I mean, getting a reindeer drunk and everything, like, come on, can't beat that. But yeah, so no, definitely need to spend this week catching up on all these Christmas movies. But
I know there's a bunch of them. I just don't.
oh yeah, there's a lot. There's also a lot of horror ones. So we're gonna now
Yeah, that's become a new thing, right? I think over the
on
last
there.
5-10 years has been this
It's
horror, Christmas horror.
They've definitely been pushing it. I would say that there was a many year gap. But you have so I started watching some of the classics. So you have like the original Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night. You know, those are early 80s. Black Christmas might even be before that, but I just watched both the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I think is 84 if I'm not mistaken, and Bubs, what up, dude? Um, the There was a not re-release. They just came out with a new Silent Night, Deadly Night, and I went to check that one out. And I had never seen the original, so I watched that one first. And it is a very simple movie. Kid, his parents get killed by a guy dressed as Santa, and it traumatizes him. And fast forward to he's working at a toy store, and he has to be Santa. And some stuff happens there at the store. Next thing you know, he basically just goes on a murdering spree dressed as Santa. And it was interesting to say the least, but it was your typical simple slasher. And then this new one came out, which I was surprised. I mean, this new one did not get any sort of advertising at all. It just, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I only really knew about it because a friend of mine was like, "Oh, I'm going to watch it. You want to go?" So I was like, "Yeah, sure." So as far as this new one goes, if you're into this, horror stuff, or if you're into Christmas horror, I guess in particular, I would say it's worth a watch. It stars Rowan Campbell, who was in the most recent Halloween movie, which I think is a god awful movie, but he, was a good actor and played his role as he needed to. And so in this one, what I did really like about this movie is in a world of many remakes, and many of them awful remakes. This one I thought balanced a nice. They found the balance of staying true to the original. The overall plot is basically the same, but introducing a new aspect to the story and movie that made it its own and made it kind of new. And I really liked that. I thought that it was, regardless of whether you watch it and think it was good or not, as far as that goes, the formula of staying true and making it new, I thought they did really well. And halfway, no, not halfway, maybe a third of the way through, interestingly enough, both me and my friend that went we're both like, I don't know how I'm feeling about it. But the first one is also a very slow start, but didn't know how we were feeling about it. You kind of don't know if the movie's taking itself seriously or not. And then you get a scene that I can't spoil, but you get this scene that just cements where this movie how this movie takes itself. And it is a amazing scene. We both loved it. And from there, you are able to just enjoy the movie much, much more. And in the end, we both ended up really liking it. So I do recommend checking it out. Again, um, Rob already gave his list of horror movie, or I'm sorry, not horror movie, Christmas. And now I am just venting about a movie that nobody else has watched because again, this movie came out. But it is in theaters. But yeah, so in the end, I actually ended up enjoying this movie. So, um, and then just to stick with movies here real quickly, I did finish. My oldest son and I finished Demon Slayer, the anime series, which was absolutely fantastic. And I am looking forward to watching the movie with him. Christina Payne, hello, how are you? Looking forward to finding the movie. It is not available right now. I don't know how long I have to wait for it to be available, but that's kind of a bummer because I really, really, really want to watch it. Um, but I guess it is what it is. We will just continue to wait. Um, as far as movie news, I don't really have anything. I know
I
that
heard there's a big movie that came out this weekend.
there is. I have not watched it yet.
I
That
have not
Avatar.
watched. I have not watched any
Oh no.
of them. So, but I mean,
No.
this one just creeped up. I didn't know it was coming out until like yesterday. I happened to be like
Oh gosh.
switching on Roku, and the ad came up for it and said, "Oh, hey, get your tickets today or something." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
what? There's a movie out. There's a new Avatar movie. Who
Oh
knew?
my gosh.
Who knew?"
God,
Not
I've seen this trailer so many times. Every movie you go to watch, it's playing.
And you know what? It has excited me so much that I still haven't gone out to see any
Oh,
of the
dude.
past ones.
I know you're itching. I can just tell.
I don't know what it is. It's like, I understand it's a visual
Hmm.
experience,
Hmm.
but there's just been nothing about any of the trailers that just made me like go, "Oh my God, I have
Hmm.
to go see this movie." And now I just feel like at this point, I shouldn't go because everybody else is like in the world is seeing it. It's like for the longest time, I waited forever to watch Titanic. It was because everybody was going to seeing it a billion
Oh,
times. I was like,
okay.
I know how the movie ends. The ship fucking sinks. What do I care? Yeah. So
So,
at this point, I feel like as an old cranky man, I owe it to the other cranky people out there to
okay.
intentionally not go out of my way to avoid it, as
Okay.
opposed to get caught up. That's just how I kind of feel sometimes.
Understandable.
It
Saturday
is a
night
beautiful. It is a beautiful mug. Thanks for
comic
noticing.
going on. Um, yeah, okay, so to touch on that and then move on. Titanic, I have never watched that movie all the way either. I have seen bits and pieces, never watched it all the way through. Will I ever? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really I don't know. Why ruin a perfect record and see it, right? Yeah, there you go. You would also need to devote at this point 10 hours of your life to catch up. That's
I
really
won't have
dedication.
10 hours of dedicated time until I'm dead.
Sabrina signing into her other account. Hello.
One of, one of, one of the worst things about being dedicated to like turning out content on a regular, consistent basis and whatever else is simply that is like, okay, between that and being somebody who works like 50 plus hours a week and then trying to do some other stuff around that, it's like, oh, how do I have no time for
Yeah, no, I
the
get it.
list of, the long list of TV shows that I intend to go back to finish watching, where I've started them and I liked them, things I
Okay.
actually liked, and I know I did, but I haven't gone around. I haven't never gotten around to finishing them. That list is long and distinguished.
And keeps growing. I get it. Yeah, as far as Avatar goes, I watched the first one when it came out. Have not seen the second one. I do want to watch them. I think what you said, as someone who loves the theaters, I do think it is the spectacle of watching it in IMAX, um, and just being enthralled by the visual aspect of the movie. I remember liking the first one. Don't get me wrong. I definitely liked it. There was also a very long gap between number one and number two. And I think for some people that just kind of like, it just kind of not killed it because obviously the movie does very well. But for me, it was just like, okay, well, now a lot of time is gone and I'm just not really interested in watching it. But I'll probably get around to it. I do want to, again, just enjoy the spectacle of watching it. And but the other part of that is,
Wow.
they're playing this trailer for Avengers that I have not went to go find yet because I'm gonna maybe wait and see.
Good on you, Chuck. I
I
thought about
binged all of the Mission Impossible over the last few weeks while grading. Okay.
I remember thinking about going back to watch them all before this last one had come out.
Uh-huh.
Um, just to reacquaint myself. I mean,
Uh-huh.
fortunately, they did a pretty good job of bringing in the stuff that mattered, so you
Mhm.
didn't have to have. But there were so many references and callbacks to earlier stuff that I would think having it all fresh in your mind would have been kind of
Yeah.
cool too. But that's always the case with a lot of these franchises. It's like
Yes.
it's like how much do I really need to? I mean, I'll get like three more jokes or three
Yeah.
more references
Yeah.
or something if I do, versus if I don't, I'll save some time. I can probably sleep, and I'll probably be just fine watching the movie, right? So
Yeah.
it's not like
It's as
Star
we
Wars
said, the
where you
balance.
have to do homework to know what's going on.
Yeah, it's the balance. I do agree that Mission Impossible movies do a good job of, you can kind of go in and just watch it, but yes, they also reference a lot. They also, again, as you said, kind of give you the background already. But that is a franchise that I have seen all of them as well. I do love those. I mean, those are just great movies. And
I
Tom
will
Cruise.
say I did sit down and oh, go ahead. This is important.
A fake Ram MJZGYGU6FQRUQDHW says cheap viewers on streamboot.com. Parentheses, remove the space, parentheses at TXEBZZH8. Thank you for stopping in. We appreciate it. Always shout out to our fellow Twitch watchers. We love you stopping in. Thank you. Carry on, my good sir.
Yeah, it was my son was talking the other day, and yeah, he hadn't seen the Deadpool Wolverine. He doesn't watch a lot of those things, but
Okay.
he was talking about it, and like he had seen a clip and thought it was hilarious, the whole Johnny Torch thing instead of Captain America, and he goes like, he decided he wanted to see the movie, so we sat down and we were watching Deadpool Wolverine the other day,
Okay.
and it was so funny because I didn't catch it any of the first couple times I'd seen it, but when we had the Calvarine,
Uh-huh.
I had just noticed it when he went to pop his claws, how he does the
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he does the thing, that Mission Impossible thing,
The arm
and I'm like,
reload.
oh,
Yes.
well, oh my god, and I had to explain to my son how like when he does that in there and like his beard grows, you know,
Yes.
because of the continuity. Chunk, chunk.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah. No, what a moment that was. Oh man. Yeah, man, that's funny. I really enjoyed Deadpool Wolverine. I have only watched that the one time in theaters. I have not, and I own it now. I have not gone back to rewatch it. And it's one of those that I keep saying, go back and rewatch it. Like I enjoyed it, and I would enjoy it when I watch it again. But yeah, I don't know. I just
I
haven't.
enjoyed it
Haven't
much
done it.
more. When it first came out, I wasn't like a big fan of it at all in theaters, but I enjoyed it much
Brian.
more at home on subsequent viewings
Okay.
for some reason. So
Okay. Yeah. No.
maybe because it just seems to be like one of those dumb movies you would rent back in the day when
Yeah.
you're on Friday night when you stopped at the at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video with your family. You're like picking dumb movies out to watch over the weekend.
Yeah. It's a fanfare event for sure. But no, that's cool. Um, Gosh, I guess yeah, like I said, the Avengers trailer I know is playing. I'll probably wait for like well, unless I go see Avatar, then I will just wait for like a I don't know, an official copy or something. I don't know. We'll see. Or my understanding is they're playing now, I will admit I got this information off of Twitter, so how accurate it is, I don't know. But that they're playing 4 different versions for the next 4 weeks. Focusing on
Oh,
like
the trailers.
different characters and stuff.
I saw
And
something about that.
yeah, I already saw like who this first one is based on. Of course, that news spread very quickly. But yeah, I mean, look, I'm excited for that movie, but I think we have a ways to
Oh,
go before
yeah,
we
you can
get.
go see the Anaconda movie.
Oh yes,
Or
that is for sure. Wait till it comes out. Kind
looks
of
like
movie.
there's a SpongeBob movie.
Yes, I am not really. I mean, SpongeBob was. I was a kid, and it was cool. My kids are not really into SpongeBob, so that's luckily I get to.
I
I
know
don't really
none
have
of
to
it.
worry about that one. But
I know that he's lives under the sea or something, I
the
guess.
what?
I guess he lives under the sea.
Oh,
That's what I know.
oh man, you're a SpongeBob connoisseur. I can tell for
I
sure.
am a lot older than that was.
Oh man.
And I don't
Well,
think
yeah.
my kids never got into that. Or I don't even know when did SpongeBob come out?
Oh, it's got
I
to
don't
be
know if
early 2000s.
it might have
Definitely.
been. Well, then it might have been like a little bit above my kids then, because my son was born in 2001.
Okay.
So, but
So yeah, by the
I
time
don't.
yeah.
And they always like different stuff. Like he was always more into. I just want to watch trains and
Okay.
stuff on. He wanted to watch how it's made all the time. That's all
Nice.
he wanted to watch is
Nice.
how it's made.
That's
So
become a break room staple for us at work, apparently.
yeah.
Yes. That is what is always on every time I go in there.
Oh, Comic Addicts is saying it believes late 90s. Wow.
Mechanics, what up? Damn. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I remember I was a young kid when that came out. So
You were
yeah.
a young warthog.
Yes. Yes, I get that one.
You used to walk the savannah.
Love SpongeBob. You would, Sabrina. No, I SpongeBob is cool. I just yeah. Casino Comics. What up? Well, like I said, that is about it for movie. Oh, there was a Dracula that I don't even
Luke Besson.
know if I knew that shit was coming out. But
I guess what I understood, Mark was talking about this morning over on Legion of Comics, and it sounded like it was a movie had been out, but it was out in Europe, and now it's like making its way here.
oh, okay.
But it's like a Luke Besson Dracula. And I'm like, oh, Luke Besson's involved. I'll watch it. That dude's fucking puts out good shit.
Let me see, because I know they did a trailer. I did watch it, but I watched it on uh I watched it on my phone. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it says director. Yeah, okay. I did watch the trailer. It's basically like Bram Stoker's from. I think they even say that in the trailer. But for me,
A lot of vampire movies are Dracula with Dracula in the title derive from
yes,
Bram Stoker's
yes,
Dracula.
Dracula. Christoph Waltz.
Dracula.
that man. Oh my goodness, he's the best. I freaking love Christoph Waltz and his acting and just everything. So I am definitely in on that one. What up? What up? So yeah, good stuff coming out. But yeah, so that is it for movie news. At least as far as I have. Um, I also don't have any video game news this time around. So I guess oh, I did have some news. Let me see. Yeah. I did have some CGC news. We talked about CGC last week and their price
We did.
hikes. They came back this week and said Todd McFarlane has been extended. Um, what was it? Was it a number or
Yeah,
just
but
a date?
roughly,
Oh,
yeah, it was
1,000
roughly
slots.
1,000 slots
Yeah,
were reopened. Essentially, they were overbooked or people, whatever, they weren't coming in or something. So they opened up 1,000 slots
but you
for the
have to
site.
have it in by December 30th.
Yeah. It's like, don't delay. It's not like, oh, let me think about it. It's like,
Yeah,
do your paperwork and send
now,
your book in lickety split. And
now.
that's, because otherwise it ain't going to be there. And
Uh-huh.
they're going to say, so sad, too bad.
Yeah. Yep. Jean
But
Margot.
I'm
What up?
not, I just passed along. I saw it and I
Yeah.
passed it out to other people who care. I'm not a huge Todd fan. So, I mean, I just,
I am, but I've
I
got
like
my
him. I like him for the ability to talk about the fact that he might have invented the homage,
oh, is that so?
because he homaged him. He homages his own work, and
Yes.
and
Yes.
his work has been homaged more than like. I mean, I challenge you to tell me a cover that's been homaged more than Spider-Man 300 and Hulk. I'm sorry, Spider-Man 300 and Spider-Man 1,
Yeah.
Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man
He's
301.
got
Those
two of the
those
most.
two, and then on top of that, then he's still got that Hulk,
Uh-huh. I was
the
just gonna
Hulk
say
one with
340. Yeah.
Wolverine, and then the Batman one, been done a billion times now
Yeah.
lately. So I mean, and even he homages his own stuff. So
Mo. What up? Yeah. Rob's camera is doing a low grade special, as we like to say.
yeah,
Happens
it's weird. It
every
does this on this show a lot, where it glitches. You almost like pretend we can always just pretend that it's intentional and it's a
yeah.
special effect that I have loaded. How's
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yeah, no, I always thought my favorite I love that he homaged himself 12 issues later on the Spider-Man series.
Oh, what are
Or
you
no,
talking about? He did it one
30,
issue later on
30, yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 300, because Amazing Spider-Man 301 homages
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
300.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to back. Great. I love it. I love it.
It's
But
like,
yeah, so I
talk
guess
about, then it was when it would be 10 or 15 years later before other artists started going, wait a second, I can use the same artwork and just change the color palette and do the same and get, and then a whole industry was born of, here's the full color, here's the black and white sketch version, here's the splash color version, here's the version with chrome, all using the exact same artwork over and over again, and here we are.
yes, you can thank the Todd
Who
father.
buys that shit? Oh, wait, I do. That's right.
Same. So speaking of
Sucker.
the Todd father, couple of toys here that I just want to talk about very briefly. First up is he had announced the Image Comics Founders series. I know he also said that they were going to do for sure a Savage Dragon. I don't remember what other ones, but stuff like that. And so this came out, I think 2 days ago. As we can see, it is already sold out for $60. Did I get it? No. I think that this is very cool. I am a Spawn fan, a very big Spawn fan, but for me, I felt like I dropped a couple hundred. Well, I don't remember how much it was. Let's just say, give or take, a couple $100, right? For a Kickstarter Spawn that has like a shit ton of accessories and all that, and I just didn't feel like I needed this. Like I already have I mean, don't get me wrong, the box is great, but am I gonna spend $60 so I can have a cool box? No. So I didn't think
$60, you can get the comic.
yeah. I was like, I don't need this. I do think it's cool. I think it's cool for anyone who got it. I think it's cool for anyone who didn't get the Kickstarters and got this instead. But I didn't feel the need to have to grab this one. I also saw that there was some drama behind it because apparently when he first showed this and announced this at New York Comic Con, it had like more head accessories and I think fists and maybe even like chains and stuff like that. Point is, a lot of people were commenting saying, what happened to all the other accessories that were supposed to come out? What happened? I don't know. Don't know. But yeah, I guess it's sold out. So if you really, really, really want this, you will have to go to the secondary market, I guess. But another one that is available, I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'll wait till I see it in stores. But these Todd's mods, as he calls them, very just out there designs. This one I love. I love Darkseid. I think those of you who know me know that already. But there is just something about this one that I think is so cool. I love the stance. I love the size. The just and for $20, not bad. So I think this one's cool. And if you're not familiar with this line, I think it shows like so like this down here, just very very out there, large size figures, and I think it's really cool. And so yeah, if you
Large size figures. So 4.5 inches is large to you, huh? Feel sorry for your wife.
sometimes it's about the girth. Okay, I was speaking from a girth perspective,
Hmm.
uh, not the average, above average size of 4.5 that this figure is. But yeah, this one's cool. If you want to pre-order it, it is available for pre-order. I'm on the McFarlane store, but I'm sure you can. I think Target usually carries this one, but yeah, Todd's Mods, the Dark Side one. I really like it, and that is that. So let's keep this train moving. And again, I don't have any video game news, so we are just going to jump into pickups,
Wow.
unless you had anything else on the docket, Mr. Fat Stacks.
I'm just here for the ride, baby. I'm here
That's
for the
damn
ride.
right. Yeah, damn right. A nice short before Christmas ride. So pickups, let's do it. Boom. All right. Normally, I do like to let you go first when I have control of this thing, but I have very measly pickups this week, so I'm gonna get them out the way here. Um, this is a movie I picked up. I really really needed this one. I really enjoyed this movie. I do know that whenever we bring this up, there are some people who don't. That is okay. I did think that Sinners. Oh, I didn't even make my. Let's see.
Yeah, make some big.
Oh, well, there's only two of us this time, so. Oh, I don't like that. I guess we're just gonna go with this. So Sinners, I really, really, really liked this movie. I thought it was great. I liked the music aspect. I love the visual aspect. Ryan Coogler is awesome. So I picked up the 4K on this one. What I don't like is I ordered this. Shoot, maybe Walmart. I don't really remember. Point is, they put this sticker on the back, and I just could not
Oh,
get this off cleanly, and it pisses me off because I actually had a friend tell me that he actually disposes of these and just keeps this. I keep both, and it just kind of pisses me off that I have this ugly ass sticker on it. But
yeah.
I
I'm
whatever,
with you.
whatever. I if I go to peel it off anymore, it's just gonna start peeling off the freaking like I'm not gonna call it art, but the print, and I hate it. But whatever. Anyways, point is, I love that movie. Comic Addict says great movie. I agree, man. I agree. It is up there for best of the year. We'll see if it wins, but I really loved it. My other pickup. is digital, so I can't show you guys. But PlayStation Store had a sale. If you're a gamer, a bunch of end of the year Christmas sales are going on Steam, PlayStation, all of that. So
Really?
on the on the PlayStation side, I got Lords of the Fallen. This is my understanding, this is in the realm of Elden Ring, Dark Souls, that kind of stuff, and I am like freaking just obsessed with Elden Ring at this point. A friend of mine that I'm playing the co-op on that with, he was like, "Oh, Lords of the Fallen's on sale." He really enjoyed it. We can do co-op on that one when we finish this game. So I picked that up. I think it was on sale for like ballpark $15, and then the deluxe upgrade, you have to buy these separately. The deluxe upgrade is on sale for like $3, as opposed to if you go onto the store and you go to buy Lords of the Fallen deluxe edition, it's going to cost you like 40 or something like that. You got to buy the two separately to get the deal, but you'll get both for like under $20, which is half the cost. So I'm can't say that I've played it or it's any good, but I heard it's cool, and again, I'm excited to check that one out. You should have used a hair dryer to peel it off. Can I still use a? I mean, there's not much to
Yeah.
want to do here, but
Yeah, no, you can use a hair dryer, and what you use is like a
yes, definitely.
if you have a plastic scraper or something, just that
Yeah.
you can kind of like as it heats up, that you can kind of
Okay.
carefully work it
Yeah.
parallel to the.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It pisses me off. And so then, yeah, I think that was all that I got from any like digital sales or anything like that. But again, check them out. See if you can get some good stuff. It is digital, which I am obviously a big fan of. Physical media. We promote that a lot here on the Low Grades, but sometimes you just cannot beat these digital sales that they give you, and you got to take advantage of it. So, my last pickup, I actually have this already, but my madre, my wonderful mother, was at a used bookstore, and she decided to go through the comic section for me. And so she saw this, and I was like, yeah, why not? So this is a special wizard publication, JLA, with my boy Kyle Rayner right there, the greatest Green Lantern. And so again, go ahead, say it, Rob. Say
No, he's not.
it. Sometimes Rob can be wrong. I know you guys aren't used to that, but over here on the Low Grades, he is definitely known to be wrong at times. And
This is not one of those occasions.
so yeah, this is just a cool Justice League wizard, all kinds of information. And yeah, so just a cool little cheap little pickup there. Very nice, very nice. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, that is it for me. So let's go ahead, and if I do this correctly, boom, bada bing, bada boom.
Watch my camera go bonkers. Yeah, no, I got a bunch of little odds and ends stuff, kind of like I received in from John Comics Avalon my Kickstarter for Eric.
For those of you who have what is it, narcolepsy or something, just
no, narcolepsy will have you go to sleep.
yeah,
Epilepsy is the one that's going to cut. This is like insane, man.
Pass me your books. I'll show. Oh.
I had no idea what's going on. This is so weird.
Glenn,
Anyways.
happy Friday, guys.
Hey, so Eric is the synopsis from the beginning is really kind of cool. It's like, what if illness was just a distant memory of humanity's past, and you found yourself the parent of the first sick child in over a century, helpless and without options to simply take your flesh and blood to the doctor? How far and what lengths would you go to save a child? Eric is a former general who turned research scientist, finds himself facing this exact question after his wife gives birth to the first sick child in recent memory.
Wow.
Kind of, this is book one, very cool series there. Then Steve, I know my video is tweaking like crazy, man. It's crazy sheet. And what's odd is like on my channel, I stream. No, it doesn't do it. I don't know. It doesn't like this chick. So Steve, the voice White, who was on earlier, had sent some books down for Comic Screen Cancer for next year. It's Patrick Todd, number one, or there's something wrong with Patrick Todd because he's my videographer, I think. Signed by Ed Brisbane, and then there's this book of the Butcher that he sent down, and this Peach Momoko Hello Darkness #1.
Okay.
And then he sent a couple slabs. He sent this House of X.
Nice.
So those are nice things that come down for Comic Screen Cancer for next year. Although this year, Comic Screen Cancer, there's one last opportunity to help support the cause, and that is over on comicscreencancer.org. We have our last auction of the year going on through December 28th.
Okay.
Had picked up that Adam Hughes.
Robert will appreciate you showing that in his absence.
So, as so many people did this week, the facsimile for Sensational Comics 38s.
I actually really like that. That is cool.
Yeah. Some Nightwing. Picked up some Transformers. This is issue 24.
A lot going on there.
One copy is the regular copy, and one is the spot foil. And then for issue 27 is Prime. And
I like the color better. Okay, nice.
Oh, really?
I do, yeah.
Let's see. Had gotten this Spider-Verse 1 in 50 Spider-Verse variant.
Nice. I like that.
And then Banger book came in. It got banged up, unfortunately, but Ravage 2099 #1 and a newsstand variant and a 9.8 came in. I got it. I picked it up at auction for $30. Unfortunately, it came in and arrived cracked. But the seller was super cool. I reached out to them. He refunded me my money and let me keep the book. So yeah, that's it.
You could send it in for reholding.
I could, but it's not. I paid $30 for the book. Yeah. You take me off a big. This is like annoying. Okay. It's not. It's just not. The book's only worth like $35-$40, really. Right. Probably maybe 50, because it's a newsstand. And by the time you pay to have it reholdered, it's in a spot that it's noticeable, but it's not like it's gonna ruin the book. The book is inside of the inner well, and there doesn't seem to be any shards of the shell inside. So
you'll find another one. I'm sure you'll find it.
Oh, I have others.
All right.
It's not my first 9.8. Not even my first 9.8 newsstand. It's just like
okay. Well, there we go. There's our pickups. I guess
we're in and out like ninjas.
I wanted to we're gonna turn things a little bit sad here for a little minute. There's been like a lot of passings, I guess, in the last week. You had I don't know if Rob Reiner happened over the weekend or Reiner. I don't know. Or if we had talked about that last week or not, but
no, I don't think so. I think that happened between the shows.
That whole situation is definitely very, very sad. And then
Gil Gerard.
I didn't know that one. I don't think.
Yeah, Buck Rogers, Gil Gerard passed.
Oh man.
Who's also the voice of Megatronus in Robots in Disguise.
Okay. There was the I think this one did happen before, but the villain from Jim Carrey's The Mask, he's also in The Usual Suspects, which
Mhm.
is that one. He had passed, and then for the NASCAR fans out there, there was reports of a plane crash in North Carolina,
Mhm.
and then they announced that Greg Biffle and his wife and 2 kids were all in that plane, and they all sadly passed away. And that one, that's just brutal on the holidays. And uh, Greg Biffle was definitely a name that I was familiar with, heavily watching NASCAR then. And I also learned that since then he was doing a ton of work for the Carolinas, including supporting those communities when the hurricane hit.
Mm.
And so that is just that one. That one is that's tragic. Um, and then also we had Roy Wilson. This is not a famous name. Sorry, Roy Wilson, aka DC Bastich, a gentleman who I was once in a former club with together. I'm pretty sure we did some live streams together. He had cancer, and as we all know, fuck cancer over here on this show. Uh, and so that one is brutal. Had a wife and young son, and it just that one's rough. And I had mentioned it in our chat because we were just on here a month ago, and had to mention another previous club member of ours passing away, and it was like we went from not having any to now in a month we've had 2, and yeah, it's definitely is a bummer. So
And there's also Kirby under the cowl of MS. It was known he passed away recently,
oh,
just like last week or so.
it's there's a lot that goes on during the holidays, and this is one of those where it's like it always hurts to lose people, but I think especially during this time of the year, because you just know that the families are just grieving during what's supposed to be a magical, happy time of the year, and it is something that is never going to go away for them. So, yeah, just rest in peace to all of those, and condolences to their families and everyone. And
All the victims at the Brown shooting, Brown
yes,
University, and of course, and the you know
yeah, it's been a lot.
Australia getting in on the action.
Yeah, that Australia thing was crazy. That was, yeah, yeah. And shout out to the gentleman who risked his life to tackle and get the gun from one of them. I saw that video.
No,
Uh, Man, yeah. So, just hug your loved ones, tell them you love them, and let's try and enjoy these holidays. And if you're not, or if you're struggling from a mental aspect, which is also another thing that happens this time of the year, reach out. I'm available, whether you know me or not. There's always no judgment here on the low grades. And yeah, just yeah, very sad. Um, but we are going to pivot here. Uh, yeah, children will be missed. I will address this. James, did you watch that Rams Seahawks game yesterday? That was one wild game. Yes. So my dad is a Seahawks fan. My mom is a Niners fan. So I am very familiar with NFC West and what goes on with the Seahawks. And yeah, the that whole NFC West race is just crazy. And that game in particular, I see that Rob froze. I hope I did not freeze as well.
no, it's
Oh,
me.
okay. All right. So yeah, that game was that was a banger. I was watching. Well, uh, I was at work, but of course I was working very very hard while
Yeah,
watching
sure.
the game. I'm a multitask professional. Uh, it was a great game, man. From just yeah, man, the defensive stops, the special. Because let me tell you, I have a friend who's also a Seahawks fan. I went from, I kid you not, I literally text him when Sam Darnold threw that pick that almost got returned for a pick six. And I said, Darnold is not that guy, because Darnold had already thrown the 4 picks to this team last time they played. And I was just like, here he goes. He's crumbling again. I said, Darnold is not that guy. Fast forward 15 minutes later, I'm like, maybe he is that guy. And then fast forward to the end of the game, he wins that shit, and I'm like, Darnold is that guy. I mean, oh man, that was a moment. The 2-point conversions. I mean, there is just so much in that game. That was a hell of a game, which I will actually say Thursday games in particular this year have all been, not all, a ton of them have been just amazing shootout. Oh man, it is.
Oh, so the Raiders didn't play on Thursday this year?
They did it in a not one of the good ones. That's why I had to clarify and say not all of them. Not all of them. But yeah, that it's been fun, and it's hey, we're winding down to the end of the football season. Good luck to all of you who are vying for wins in fantasy out there. I'm not gonna read that comment, but Misfit,
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
what's going on, dude? No way. But anyways,
As you know, James, I'm obligated to because I'm in the shadow of the stadium.
yes, I know. Well, I guess that's about it. For us, I will. Yeah, that's about it. So,
Right, in and out like ninjas.
Mr.
Christmas
Fastback,
Christmas ninjas.
Christmas Ninjas. Where can we find you? What do you have to promote this week? What's going on?
Yeah. Well, of course, once again, comicscuringcancer.org, the big the final auction of the year is up. There's some very cool art up there. Check that out. Just go to comicscuringcancer.org and click on the items to see all the items there. That auction runs through December 28th. Over on the FatStax YouTube channel, this week's Only My Slabs yesterday. That one got some nice momentum and some traction going on. An all no modern book 12 slab episode, which is doing pretty well. Tomorrow, Only Slabs are the last live episode. And we have we're joined by Justin Birch Letters. He does the lettering on Something That's Killing the Children. He's going to be joining us with his books that show off. And of course, then we'll have some stuff going during the week while I'm gone on PTO or on some time off there. We have what is it? Oh, Monday will be a Jack B mystery box. And if you don't know Jack B mystery boxes, he puts out one of the best damn mystery boxes. I mean, it sells out in like moment. It'll be like 30 boxes and they sell out in like 5-10 minutes. And it's each box is $150. It's no fillers. So you get 5 books guaranteed to be $150 to $200 in value at least. Plus he throws in a couple extra books that are not considered part of the value that are based off of like what your interest is. So you'll do a survey. So he'll like throw in some, so it's partially curated and those don't count against the value. So incredible box. Nothing modern in that box. It's all bronze and silver age keys and high grade copies and stuff. So the first of 2 boxes I've managed to pick up will be unboxed on Monday. There for that. Next Saturday, we wrap up the year end on Only Slabs with our top 10 special. Chris, the comic that my co-host and I sit down together and we go over the top 10 graded comic books we each picked up for the year in a head-to-head battle. Although he says it's not a competition, you can vote for the winner and let me know how much I won by.
Oh man, nice. Look forward to that. Well, yeah, very nice. Make sure you guys support Rob on all of his endeavors and make sure that if you get some Christmas money, go ahead and slide on over to that auction and pick up some stuff there and treat yourself.
or the shirts, got merch there too. A couple of those items are limited edition items that go away at the end of the calendar year.
Okay. Okay. Get on it, people. You don't have much longer. Uh, as for me, I am found at the Comic Raider on Instagram and YouTube. I have been somewhat fairly active on Instagram, not so much on YouTube, but you can also catch me on the Black Sheep Comic Club, also not active, and you can catch me here on the Low Grades Fridays at 7 p.m., where I have been active partly in due to fear of the gentleman next to me not allowing me to cancel shows anymore unless I have a damn good reason. And today was not one of those days. So we were here. And we will be here again next week, hopefully with Robert. Um, but since we won't see you then, make sure you all have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy this time of the year. Safe travels for those of you traveling to go see family. And I hope you all have a great time with your family.
Stay
And
dry, stay warm.
yes, we will be freezing out here in California in the 50s with some rain. It's going to be a winter wonderland out here for us.
The rain makes it get warmer. I actually had to turn the house fan and stuff on because it was like over 70 degrees in the house because of it's warmer because of the air, the moisture in the air.
Yep, it's gonna be good. And enjoy the food. We are foodies here. I'll be making jambalaya, and I've done that the last couple of years now, and I will be feasting on that. It'll be a great time.
Nice.
And yeah, for me, I'll get to see all my kiddos. Just be very, very excited for the day. And yeah, so hopefully you all are the same. And we will see you guys next week as we prep for the end of the year. And yeah, it's been a great 2025 for the low grades here. So, fun fact, I actually do not like eggnog at all. So enjoy more since you don't have to worry about me drinking any of it. Yes, we will be having lots and lots of rain. Ultimate likewise. Yep. Lots of rain. Drive safe, everybody. Now's the fun part where I get to see if I know how to end this show correctly. Let's find out.
This is the show that never ends.